I've been pottering around town in this for the last week or so thinking, this is a why car. Like, why? Why do you want this? It's an SUV because it sits a little bit higher and it's just got this epic performance, 225 kilowatts of power, 400 newton meters of torque. But having said all that, it's when you get on this sort of road, which is windy, which is quiet, and has a decent speed limit, that you instantly understand why. Why people spend big coin for big performance. So we have an all-wheel drive vehicle here. They call it 4MATIC. I've got a couple of paddle shifters which make the double clutch transmission, which is an 8-speed, a sheer joy to use. The torque is just incredible. It just comes in massive waves and you can ride it like it was a surfboard at Bells Beach. Very enjoyable. Now currently I'm in Sports Plus mode, which really does activate my man boobs. Now Splash Out Director, I really hope you don't include a zoomed in picture of that. It's why I wear dark clothing. But wow, this car is just so finely honed. It just wants to go faster and faster, but I have demerit points and I want to keep all of them if possible. Now when we return to much more sedate conditions, which we will just for a moment, I'll just put it back into comfort mode. Things become much calmer and I can go to Woolies and pack that rear boot, which you can see right now, with whatever I want. So it's a very practical car in that sense. You could even go, you know, out for a weekend picnic and hang out with the locals if that's what you're into. And of course, as you can see by the graphic, which our man Prashant brings up very promptly, it's a very expensive car, particularly when you start adding options. Now, I first saw the MBUX Mercedes-Benz infotainment system back at CES in, I think, 2018. Let's call it a plank. It's 2 screens sitting side by side and it looks magnificent. High definition, beautiful colors. You can configure it multiple ways. It's a really good system. And it has its own little voice assistant. Hey Mercedes,
how may I help you?
Set the air conditioning to 18 degrees.
Temperature is 18 degrees.
Thank you, appreciate that. So you can do that if you want. I don't. It's got Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. What I do find interesting though is it's not wireless CarPlay, which is kind of strange because this is meant to be the next gen infotainment system for Mercedes-Benz. I also love how Mercedes-Benz have the seat controls on the side of the door in the shape of the seat. That is the best system when it comes to adjusting your seat. You can see the backrest, the front, the bottom, and all that sort of thing. It's shaped like a seat. That's clever, rather than having to, you know, finger around here, down here, and then, I beg your pardon. See, this is one of the problems with the Mercedes-Benz system. Every time I say Mercedes, it thinks I'm talking to it, doesn't it, Mercedes? Hey Mercedes just constantly just interrupts me and wants to know what I'm doing. Go away.
I'm sorry.
That's all right. That's all right. Just calm down.
I'm sorry, but I can't help you with it right now.
I don't want your help. Thank you. So let's go through some pros and cons as I wind down. Whoa, geez. What was that? Was that like a cult? Anyway, so let's go through some pros and cons as I make my way down an unknown path to somewhere. Pros: explosive performance, but just not too much, just enough. All-wheel drive system, so clever and sophisticated, and just serious bling and wow factor. That's what Mercedes-Benz do well. Cons: price, ride.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I'm getting hammered by voice assistants. Price.
Can't be your designated driver. You'd better find someone else.
Price. It's a lot of money. It's a lot of money, but I'm sure you know that, particularly when you start adding options. don't expect great fuel efficiency, and I still think, irrespective of the mode you may well be in, the ride is still quite firm. So, as a great singer once said, "Oh Lord, won't you buy me a Mercedes-Benz? My friends all drive Porsches, and I must make amends." If I was to buy a Mercedes-Benz, it wouldn't be this one, but it'd probably be my third or fourth choice. You with me? I hope you are. It's an 85 out of 100 for the Mercedes-Benz GLA 35 AMG. Normal programming will resume right after this. Until next time, I'm Chris Bowen. Good luck and goodbye. It was Janis Joplin, that, by the way, that singer. Janis Joplin. Get that in there, Splash. Molly Meldrum Bowen. What's this horse doing up here?